October 14th arrives not as another date on the calendar, but as a threshold shimmering with meaning. Something about this day feels alive, charged, different from the days that came before it. Virgo, you are being summoned to listen more closely than usual. The stillness around you is not empty but full, as if heaven itself is leaning in to see how you will respond. You may have felt it in your body already, a restlessness that will not let you return to old patterns, a stirring in your chest that says something has shifted. This is the call, and you are not here by chance. The truth is not everyone hears this call. It is reserved for those who have walked with discipline, who have endured seasons of silence without losing faith. Others may scroll past, distracted, but you know why your eyes are fixed here now. You feel the urgency because your spirit recognizes what the mind cannot explain. You have been chosen to witness what October 14th truly holds: a cosmic gate, an invitation and a test in the same breath. With gates always comes duality. On one side waits blessing, miracles unfolding like hidden rivers suddenly breaking into the open. On the other side lie karmic traps, old snares dressed as familiar comforts, pulling you backward into cycles you thought you had already escaped. The difference will not be made by luck, but by awareness, by the choice to step forward rather than shrink back. This is why today matters so deeply. It is not the quantity of opportunities that defines it, but the quality of your response to them. Think of this day as a mirror, one that does not distort but clarifies. You see yourself with sharper eyes, your worth without disguise, your mission without the fog of doubt. For some, this reflection is unsettling, but for you, Virgo, it is liberation. You are not being asked to become someone new. You are being reminded of who you already are. This is why you walk as God's chosen today. Stay close now, for we will journey through the reasons this divine identity radiates so powerfully in you. Your preparation, your unseen faith, and the signs that follow will all reveal why this moment belongs to you in a way no other could. Virgo, the light that surrounds you on this day did not come cheaply. It was shaped in silence, in the long nights when no one clapped for your effort, in the choices you made when no one was watching. You have carried burdens with discipline that few understood, and often you wondered if any of it mattered. But what looked like delay was in truth divine preparation. Each step, even the ones that felt invisible, has been recorded in the eternal ledger of heaven. Think back on the seasons when doors seemed locked and prayers unanswered. They were not rejections. They were refinements. Like a sword in fire, you were being tempered to carry a weight far greater than what you imagined. Every disappointment taught you endurance. Every pause deepened your roots. Every not yet forged resilience into your bones. Where others broke under pressure, you became unshakable. This is why today, as recognition begins to rise, it does not topple you with pride, but steadies you with purpose. The justice of this hour is sweet. What was once hidden becomes honored. What was mocked becomes respected. Private tears water the soil that now births visible fruit. You have lived the paradox of being underestimated by men, yet over-prepared by God. And now, the balance shifts. What the world overlooked has been seen all along by the eye that misses nothing. Your faithfulness has not only shaped your life, but altered the patterns of those who came before you. You have broken cycles of fear, scarcity, and silence that echoed through generations. In choosing integrity when shortcuts called, in standing tall when bending seemed easier, you became the hinge on which old doors closed and new gates opened. This is not just about your journey. It is about a lineage being healed through you. Today, you walk with the weight of that preparation behind you. No step was wasted, no trial forgotten. The silence that once felt like emptiness now reveals itself as holy ground. And as the curtain lifts, what was prepared in the dark begins to shine in the light. The journey of hidden faith was never wasted, for it set the stage for the chosen identity you now carry into this day. October 14th unfolds like a hidden script, written long before you reach this moment, Virgo. What you are stepping into is not random chance, but the unveiling of a mystical blueprint that has been waiting for you to recognize it. This day carries the vibration of a cosmic gate, where energy intensifies and destiny becomes tangible. You may feel it as a subtle electricity in the air, a sense that every word, every decision, carries more weight than usual. The unseen world is not distant today. It is pressing close. Astrologically, the moment resonates with the power of a conjunction, an image of energies converging so that everything stands in sharper focus. Nothing hides when the light is concentrated. For Virgo, an earth sign grounded in detail and service, this intensification feels like a magnifying glass placed over your purpose. The element of earth steadies you, rooting your steps in stability even as the spiritual atmosphere swells with unusual intensity. You are not floating in mystery, you are walking it out with structure beneath your feet. This is why today feels heavy and sacred at the same time. You may notice dreams carrying messages, symbols rising with strange precision. A chill may pass through your body at unexpected moments, or you may encounter synchronicities that seem too exact to dismiss. Repeating numbers, familiar faces appearing suddenly, sudden clarity in thought. All these are signals that the blueprint is unfolding before your eyes. Do not mistake this awareness for something to fear. The amplification you sense is not meant to paralyze you, but to awaken you. Fear closes doors. Awareness opens them. If you hold presence instead of panic, you will see that this gate does not come to punish, but to reveal. It clarifies what you must release and amplifies what you must embrace. The definition is simple yet profound. October 14th is a day of chosen activation, where the unseen agreement between your soul and the divine rises into visibility. It is the point where preparation meets opportunity, where alignment becomes recognition. And as the blueprint unfolds, the reasons for your radiance grow clearer. The first one already pulses through your spirit, for abundance itself begins to answer to your name. Abundance rises as the first crown upon you today, Virgo. It is not a fleeting reward but a divine current that flows because you have finally aligned with the truth of your worth. Abundance here is not only material wealth, though doors may open in finances and provision. It is also the abundance of presence, of time, of spiritual resources that strengthen your path. You walk as chosen because heaven itself has decreed that lack no longer defines your identity. The signs of this abundance show themselves in subtle but powerful ways. You may notice sudden clarity when thinking about money or resources, as if confusion that once clouded your steps has lifted. An unexpected offer of help, a new stream of income, or even the peace of knowing your needs are already met may cross your path. This sense of provision is not born of control, but of resonance. Your energy now attracts what it once resisted. Picture yourself going through your ordinary day and suddenly receiving generosity you did not ask for. Someone offers their time, their resources, or their encouragement without being prompted. The old you might have doubted, asking if it was safe to accept. But the Virgo you are today understands that divine abundance often arrives through human hands. Refusing the gift is refusing the flow. Accepting it is a declaration of alignment with the chosen identity that surrounds you. The most common danger in this stage is hesitation. Virgo's nature seeks to analyze, to weigh, to make sure nothing is wasted. But abundance is not controlled by calculations. It flows with openness. If you demand constant proof before receiving, you block the very river that longs to refresh you. The test today is not in giving, but in receiving. Can you allow yourself to be provided for without guilt? The protocol is simple. When provision appears, accept it gracefully. Whisper within yourself, "I walk in divine abundance." Let the words anchor into your chest like a seal. Say them aloud if possible, for sound is a carrier of faith. Each time you declare it, the gate widens. And as this river flows, it leads naturally into the next reason you shine so brightly, the undeniable crown of recognition placed upon your head. Recognition descends upon you like a crown, Virgo. not as a prize you begged for, but as the unveiling of worth that has always been yours. For years you have labored in the shadows, giving more than you received, pouring yourself into tasks that rarely earned applause. Yet heaven has seen it all, and now the reflection appears in the eyes of those around you. October 14th carries the vibration of unveiling, and your presence can no longer be dismissed. This recognition is not about vanity. It is about alignment. When the light of destiny strikes, it exposes value that others once overlooked. People begin to notice the weight of your words, the steadiness of your hands, the quiet excellence you have cultivated in silence. Where you were once ignored, you are now consulted. Where you were once underestimated, you are now trusted. This is the shift of a chosen one, unseen labor becoming visible honor. But with recognition comes a test. Some will celebrate your rise, seeing it as a confirmation of what they already knew deep inside. Others will resist it, unsettled by your sudden prominence. Their discomfort is not your burden. It is simply the echo of karmic patterns being disrupted. You are not here to shrink so others remain comfortable. You are here to walk fully in the identity you have been prepared for. Humility remains your anchor, but humility is not hiding. To walk humbly is to acknowledge the source of your light without denying that you carry it. Imagine the moon refusing to reflect the sun because it feared shining too brightly. That would serve no one. In the same way, your recognition is not for pride, but for purpose. Your rise is meant to inspire, to guide, to prove that unseen faith is never wasted. Yet this crown brings you to a crossroads. The reflection you now see demands a choice. Will you believe it, or will you doubt and retreat? Recognition is both blessing and invitation, and how you hold it determines the path forward. Within you, the battle sharpens. For every crown also awakens an inner war that must be faced with courage. Inside your heart, Virgo, a storm gathers. Recognition has placed a crown on your head, but with it comes the weight of decision. Two voices rise within you, clashing like waves against a shore. One insists on safety, whispering that to shine is dangerous, that humility means silence, that stepping forward risks rejection. The other voice is bolder, urging you to rise, to embrace the authority you have earned, to stop hiding behind the cloak of invisibility. This is your inner crossroads, where fear and destiny wrestle for control. The struggle feels like a cosmic tug of war. Your mind warns you to stay small, to avoid arrogance, to keep your light contained. Yet your spirit pushes back, reminding you that you were not prepared in silence to vanish when the curtain lifted. You were tempered for this very moment. To deny it now would be to betray not only yourself, but the generations whose patterns you have already broken. Picture it as two armies inside your chest. One is made of shadows, old doubts, voices from the past telling you that you are too much or not enough. The other is formed of light, of resilience, of the divine decree that calls you chosen. Each thought, each choice today feeds one side of the battle, and the army you strengthen is the one that will carry you forward. This war is not meant to destroy you, but to clarify you. Every chosen one walks through such fire. The hesitation you feel is not weakness. It is proof of the magnitude of what you are stepping into. You are being asked to decide whether your life will be ruled by fear of judgment or guided by the certainty of divine purpose. And as this inner conflict burns, you are not left without guidance. The universe sends reminders, subtle signals to anchor your courage. Numbers repeating at the perfect time, dreams carrying hidden messages, chills across your skin when truth is near. All of them are signposts pointing to the side of light. To see their power, we turn to the story of one who walked this path before you, whose signs became the turning point of destiny. There was a Virgo who walked much like you do now, faithful, disciplined, yet unseen. Their days blurred into long hours of work, each effort carried out with precision but rarely acknowledged. They moved quietly, as if the world would never pause to honor them. Inside, Doubt often whispered that perhaps their life was destined to remain hidden. Yet beneath the surface, something greater was unfolding, a story being written by unseen hands. The conflict within them was sharp. They longed to rise, yet each time opportunity came close, fear tugged them back. Every recognition felt fragile, and retreat seemed safer than risking disappointment. But then the signs began to arrive. At first, it was the number 222, glowing on a clock at a moment of uncertainty, whispering of alignment and union. Later, 777 appeared in unexpected places, a sacred reminder that miracles were already in motion. These were not coincidences, but confirmations. They were cosmic fingerprints, pressing gently into the fabric of ordinary life. And something shifted inside that Virgo. They chose to trust the signs instead of the fear. One evening, they lit a single candle, closed their eyes, and whispered a decree into the silence. "I walk as God's chosen." It was a small act, yet it cracked the chains of hesitation that had bound them for years. The result came quickly, though not in the form they expected. A door opened, an invitation arrived, and voices that once ignored them began to speak their name with respect. The recognition was not forced. It flowed naturally, like water following a riverbed long prepared. What had seemed impossible days earlier unfolded with ease once the inner choice aligned with the outer decree. The moral is simple but powerful. Signs are not random interruptions. They are confirmations of your path. They are reminders that heaven speaks in whispers as well as in thunder. Like that Virgo who turned a candle and a single sentence into a gateway, you too hold the power to step into your chosen identity. And now that you have seen how signs affirm destiny, the next step is to embody alignment through a living protocol that unites intention with action. To walk as chosen is not only to notice signs, Virgo, but to live in alignment with them. The law of attraction becomes more than a concept on a page. It becomes the rhythm of your day, the way heaven and earth intertwine through your choices. The first movement of this rhythm is clarity. You must write your intention plainly, not as a vague wish, but as a living truth. Take pen to paper and declare what you are calling in as if it has already arrived. Seal it with your name, for what is signed in faith carries weight in the unseen. The second movement is elevated emotion. Words without feeling are like seeds without water. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and let gratitude rise until it fills your chest like light. Imagine the prayer answered, the door already open, the blessing already in your hands. Feel it so deeply that your body cannot tell the difference between vision and reality. This is the frequency heaven responds to, the vibration that pulls destiny into the present. The third movement is aligned action. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Take one step today that mirrors the life you have declared. If your decree is abundance, then organize your space to welcome provision. If it is recognition, then share your work boldly. If it is union, then open yourself to connection instead of retreating. Even a small step in faith is a seed that cannot be ignored. The final movement is release. Once the intention has been written, felt, and acted upon, let it go. Trust that the soil of the Spirit knows how to grow what you have planted. You need not dig it up daily with worry. Instead, perform a small ritual of surrender. Burn the page safely, light incense as a symbol of rising prayers, or visualize a golden door opening before you. Say softly, "I release this to divine flow." In surrender, power multiplies. Protect your alignment as you walk this path. Breathe with the rhythm of 478 to steady your mind. Wash with salt water or light a candle to clear your space. These simple practices form a shield around your intention, ensuring it grows undisturbed. And once planted, the question lingers. How will you know when the seed has begun to bloom? You will know the seed has taken root, not through noise, Virgo, but through the quiet signs that follow you like shadows of light. The first confirmation often comes as sensation, a sudden shiver across your skin without reason, or a calm that settles on your chest in the middle of chaos. These moments are not random. They are whispers that alignment is alive within you. Numbers may echo this truth, appearing again and again. 222 as a sign of union and harmony. 777 as proof that miracles are already unfolding. Or even 1111 as a reminder of the gate you have stepped through. Sometimes the signs will visit your dreams. You may wake with an image or a sentence that lingers, feeling too heavy to dismiss. Other times, a conversation arrives at the perfect moment, as if the words were chosen by something greater than coincidence. Do not demand dramatic displays. Heaven often speaks in subtleties. The peace that arrives without cause is as sacred as the miracle that arrives with thunder. Yet if you feel nothing at all, do not let doubt return. Seeds often grow silently before they break through the soil. Give the process space. Many awaken 2 days later with sudden clarity, as if the universe waited until they were rested enough to receive the sign. Your only task in the meantime is to remain present and expectant, not anxious. Faith does not strain, it breathes. To maintain alignment, adopt a rhythm as simple as it is powerful. Each morning, inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and place your hand over your heart. Whisper one line of gratitude, as if the blessing were already yours. Write a single affirmation in present tense and keep it where your eyes will find it throughout the day. Perform one act of order, whether lighting a candle, tidying a corner, or offering kindness. These small actions train your spirit to walk steadily in chosen energy. Guard your steps in the hours following your ritual. Avoid unnecessary drama, oversharing your process with skeptics, or impulsive spending that leaks the flow of abundance. Protect what has been planted. And as the day closes, return once more to your decree, not as a plea but as a seal. I claim my cosmic gate. With this, you prepare yourself for the final moment, where decree becomes destiny. You were never ordinary, Virgo. Every step of your journey has proven that you were set apart for a higher path, one that could not be rushed or diluted. October 14th stands as the evidence of that truth, a cosmic gate designed to reveal what has always been within you. The silence of your preparation, the tears shed in private, the unseen battles of faith, all of it converges here. This is the hour where the chosen rise not because they grasp at power, but because destiny can no longer be hidden. The weight of this moment is sacred. You walk not only for yourself, but for every ancestor who longed for freedom, for every generation that carried patterns you have broken. You carry the proof that discipline and faith, even when unseen, are never wasted. Today is not just recognition from the world, it is acknowledgement from heaven itself. The decree rests on your shoulders, and the light within you shines so brightly it cannot be ignored. Now speak the words that anchor your identity. I walk in divine abundance and destiny today. Let the sentence leave your lips not as hope, but as certainty. Each word is a seal upon your path, each sound a vibration that writes itself into the fabric of your timeline. Say it again if your spirit demands it, not out of doubt, but out of authority. You are chosen, and chosen ones decree with confidence. Claim it publicly as well as privately. Write it, comment it. Let it echo in your environment. I claim my cosmic gate. In doing so, you align with others who walk the same path, amplifying the resonance of this truth. The decree is not only for you, it becomes a collective song of those who recognize their moment. This shared vibration weaves a stronger fabric, ensuring what has opened today remains open. The journey does not end here. Other gates will appear. Other thresholds will call you forward. Stay attentive, for the next message may arrive at the exact moment you need courage most. But today, October 14th, belongs fully to you. See the image clearly. A radiant door of light opening before you, the path stretching higher, mountains gleaming in the distance. Step through without hesitation. The chosen do not wait, they walk. And you, Virgo, are already walking as God's chosen today.